the quotient rule.
Alright, today we will be looking at the differentiation of a quotient. That is the quotient rule. Now the quotient rule states that the derivative of a quotient of two functions, is equal to the denominator multiplied by the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, all divided by the square of the denominator. Now this is what happens. That is to say, if you have a function y is equal to u on v, where u is a function of f of x, and v is also a function of f of x. They are functions of x. Now, you can find the du on the x, and you can find the dv on the dx, the derivative of both functions. And you're asked to find that, let's say this f of x function 1, f of x function 2. Sorry, f of x2, f of x1. And the y, which is the u on the v, was f of x, function of x1 over the function x2. I represented it by u and the v. Then the derivative of the y on the x of this particular function is very simple, that you take, instead of the function is equal to the denominator. So the denominator is the v, which is f of x2. So the v multiplied by the derivative of the numerator, which is the numerator, the u on the x. Said minus the numerator, which is the u. So minus the numerator, which is the u, multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, which is the v on the x, all divided by the square of the denominator, which is the v squared. And this is what we refer to as what? The quotient rule. So if you want to use the function, then you can dy of the x is equal to the function f of x2 multiplied by the u on the x, the x1, the function f of the x1, minus the function f of x1 multiplied by the v of the x2, or divided by the function f of what? x2. So in terms of using the function, this is what we refer to as what? The quotient rule. The quotient rule. Okay. Now, let's take one example under the quotient rule and look at how we go about it. Now, it says you should find the dy dx of I. Y is equal to 2x plus 1 on 3x minus 2. So this is the function. So like here, f of x1 and f of x2. I get it. So now you can say that let u be equal to 2x plus 1 and v be equal to 3x minus 2. So let u be equal to 2x plus 1 and v be equal to 3x minus 2. What happens is that you have to find your du on the x, which is equal to 2x. Derivative of 2x is 2 plus 1, which is 0. And the v on the x, which is equal to also to what? 3. Because minus 2 gives 0. The derivative of minus 2 is a constant. So therefore, the formula holds as this way. How do we go about it? It is very simple. We take the v, multiplying the du dx, which is what? 3x minus 2, multiplying the u dx, which is 2, minus, we take the u, which is 2x plus 1, multiplying the v dx, which is 3. Now when you do this, what are you getting? You are getting 6x, all divided by the square of the denominator, which is what? 3x minus 2, or what? All squared. Okay. Now, when you do this, this is what you are getting. We're getting 6x minus 4 minus 6x plus 3, all divided by 3x minus 2, or what? All squared. and dy dx simply becomes 6x minus this. So this will take this away. So get what? Minus 4, that gives you minus 3, all divided by 3x minus 2 all squared. And when you do this, you are getting dy dx, which is equal to minus 7 divided by 3x minus 2 all squared. So you can leave your function here. And this is how we use the quotient function. In your house, you can try your hand on this. Find y is equal to x squared divided by 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1.